English? I can try.
Before Nate Alvarenga beats me to it, I'm going to go ahead and say what the lineup is for San Diego Loyal here against Monterrey Bay. First, you got Coca, Stoneman, Adams, Elijah, Blake, Colin, Charlie Adams, Toomey, Conway, Moon, and Vassell. Not a real structure there, but I mean, we know where these people play. We know where they've played in the past.
Yep.
What do you think about this lineup here on a Wednesday?
It's a strong lineup. They're clearly going for it today with the game on the weekend. Obviously, in division is probably going to be worth more than out of division. Against a pretty hot Monterey Bay Union team who has 500 minutes of shutout. So this is a tough test. You got Anthony Siaha on goal. He's returning. Hugh Roberts is a fan favorite in USL, quality guy. So it's a good team. So it should be a tough test. They got if they get on the board early, I think they can ease it to the end. But you know, Monterey Bay is going to be defending for their lives.
Exactly, and then when you have a goalkeeper like Anthony Siaha, who obviously played here at San Diego Loyal this season, you want to have the best out there, and he knows these players. He trains with them. He knows what they're all about. So it's going to be interesting to see what that duel is like. Chase Boone also,
on the bench,
on the bench. So former San Diego Loyal. So we'll see what this lineup brings, and hopefully, I think I said a 2-1 win.
Yeah, I said 3-1.
3-1. All right, so it's one of them is going to be one, but. Here we go. I'll just go ahead and flip it now.
And your San Diego Loyal, wearing the Corey.
All right, so we're here at the half, about to start. We have Anthony Siaha once again here to our left now. San Diego Loyal and Union Monterrey have not had a significant scratch played on each other, but there have been some interesting looks by San Diego Loyal, more on their side than the Union side. What did you think about the first half?
I thought it was played all right. It's a little bit disconcerting that there was another first half of soccer where Loyal doesn't score. But again, just like San Antonio, you have Monterey Bay, who is now 545 minutes of shutout soccer. So they're sitting back and defending really well, just waiting for Loyal to break them down. And they got a couple good looks, just see how it came up better. And so they just need to get that one, I think, get it in. But Monterey Bay has a seemingly pretty decent counterattack, and all they need to do is hit them once, and they can try to sneak 3 points out of this one. So Loyal's got to play a little bit better on the ball and finish a little bit better.
Important substitutions for San Diego Loyal on the bench, should they choose to use them. Alejandro Guido, one of them, could be coming on. Thomas Among. Do you think Landon and Nate will deploy said substitutions?
I think they'll just kind of just see how we do the first 10 minutes, but I think they're also looking at rotation too, so maybe a planned substitution for some of your attacking players, so you have some fresh legs going into Birmingham this Saturday.
You've been saving lives this whole time, last game and this game, the sprinkler didn't go down. This time Chase Boone asked you if you could use the restroom, as you have good back heel, Toomey Moshabani into the box, leg, half moon, can't connect.
Just packing that box, making that really tough to get anything through.
Absolutely. So we'll see if there's goals in the second half. Hopefully they're on the San Diego Loyal side. We'll catch you up in a bit. Approximately did we just break? San Diego Loyal scoring 1-0. Charlie Adams from the penalty marker.
It was about 558 or so, 57 minutes of shutout soccer for Monterrey Bay. And that's actually Anthony Siaha's first goal allowed all season.
Oh wow, that's a really good stat, especially with the amount of games and minutes that you mentioned that have been putting in here for Monterrey. Had to come through a penalty, a foul, it was a clear penalty call.
Yeah,
handball, which is technically still a foul.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, so it took that, so that takes San Diego Loyal 1-0 here in the 61st minute. It's going to be interesting to see how they come out and try to maybe build on this. They're going to maybe pull back, rest some players, put some players in, but it'll be incredibly interesting to see what the move is going to be. But San Diego Loyal on top.
Yeah, I think Monterrey Bay probably still wants to defend and counter because I think that might be their best shot to get one, is to absorb pressure and then play it over the top. I'm not sure how being open is going to help them here. So we'll see what kind of game Monterrey Bay plays. But really well defended by Monterrey Bay up to that point. A penalty on a handball, and now we're seeing some substitutions come in for Loyal as well. Looks like Guido and Carlton.
Yeah, so has this success in this last couple of games been because you're adapting well to the opposition, or is just you just have a world beater of a team right now?
I don't know if we have a world beater. There's a lot of teams in the world we wouldn't beat, but we don't spend a lot of time adapting to opponents. We make small little tweaks from week to week, but we have an identity. and we play to our identity every week. Sometimes we turn up the dial on different things that we're good at, depending on what the opponent might look like. Today we knew they were going to sit in and defend for long stretches, so we had to just keep putting them under pressure, getting to good spots, and then trying to make a play to score the goals. Weren't great in that area tonight, but in the end, we did enough to win the game, and I think we deserve to win it.
And what does a game like this do for like the mentality at the end of the season, knowing that you can play a team that is going to defend really well, but you have the mental ability to kind of stay with it and see it out, you know, without giving up a late goal?
Yeah, all these experiences help you grow, so you can reference them later in the year. We can say, remember Monterrey when we were frustrated at halftime, we had all these chances, we couldn't break them. But then we were able to stay patient, keep grinding them down, and eventually, you know, make them break. So all those experiences together as a group help you. You can reference them, but then you also feel it on the field, and you know what that feels like. You get the goal, and then you close up shop for the last 30 minutes, and you walk out with the points.
¿Inglés? I can try.
No, here you go. Ya estás.
No. Lo voy a intentar, pero...
Bueno, yo lo
Okay.
Ok, empezamos, Coque. Danos un poco de tus pensamientos del partido, el proceso.
Pues creo que era un partido de los más importantes del año, lo que tenemos de temporada. Ahora que venimos en buena dinámica, que es una semana de 3 partidos, que venimos de ganar a San Antonio, eso evidentemente es un plus de motivación, pero a la vez muchas veces puedes caer en la tentación de relajarte un poco, de pensar que Monterrey, que va más abajo en la tabla, pues podía ser menos peligroso, pero ni mucho menos. Ya hemos visto que llevaban 5 partidos al hilo sin encajar gol, si no me equivoco, y lo complicado que ha sido conseguir batir la portería. Así que creo que tiene mucho más valor del que parece. Estos son los partidos que hacen equipo, que hacen que el equipo se una para conseguir grandes cosas.
¿Preguntas?
¿Cuáles son los detalles que, en tu punto de vista, que es muy único como portero, o sea, tú ves todo el campo, que están trabajando en la defensa, como de la media, de la delantera, que es algo de tu equipo que estás viendo, que te agradece, que estás participando, estás partícipa de ese equipo?
Bueno, yo creo que en los últimos partidos, los últimos meses, nosotros que somos un equipo que nos gusta mucho jugar con el balón, hemos ganado un poco, cambiando un poco nuestro método de juego, nuestra salida de balón, participando muchas veces casi como central derecho, en ocasiones hacer que generemos superioridades en la parte media del campo para encontrar esos jugadores que tenemos con tan buen pie, Tumi, Guido, Charlie, Colin, Blecky, toda esta gente consiguen ser ese extra man que encontramos ahí, que muchas veces hacemos daño a los otros equipos. Eso creo que está siendo un poco el aspecto un poco más diferente desde el comienzo de la temporada, en lo que hemos crecido muchísimo y ojalá que siga siendo así, que sigamos creciendo en esta línea.
Y en los entrenamientos hablas de Amán, de Basel, o sea, ¿quién te da más riata en los entrenamientos?
Oh. Si solo fuesen Amán y Basel sería más fácil, pero es que son todos, o sea que la verdad que no, bueno, pues somos el equipo que más goles mete de la temporada. Esta semana sacaron las estadísticas de que más goles metemos, de que más goles hacemos con gente que entra desde el banquillo. Es que al final, si queremos ser un gran equipo, estas cosas las tenemos que dominar como está siendo, y como decíamos antes, pues en la parte de la mitad y la parte de atrás hemos ido corrigiendo muchos pequeños defectos que teníamos al principio y ahora no cometemos, y por lo tanto pues se da ese salto de calidad.
El Coque le comentaba a Landon que son el equipo que más goles mete o lleva en la temporada de todas las ligas de Estados Unidos, primera, segunda y tercera. ¿Qué significa para ustedes como equipo, pues ser ese equipo a nivel nacional, de ser el más goleador?
Bueno, pues creo que es un plus de motivación para seguir en la misma línea, y además creo que nos hace, aparte de la confianza que individualmente cada uno nos genera, nos hace coger una confianza colectiva y en los entrenadores, en Lando y en Nate, que hace que pues ellos realizan un trabajo que nosotros vemos reflejado en el campo, y por lo tanto la confianza en ellos crece. Al final eso pues creo que suma siempre.
Y en el fútbol se dice que los delanteros ganan partidos, pero la defensa gana campeonatos. ¿Te puede tocar levantar la mano ahí en esa situación? ¿Cómo te sientes de la defensa para lo que se viene de cara al final de la temporada regular?
Bueno, pues los porteros estamos para eso, para para esos momentos, y creo que en un equipo como el nuestro, que dominamos tanto los partidos, tengo pocas acciones en las que intervenir, pero siempre tengo que estar preparado, porque al final pues esos son los momentos más importantes del partido para la defensa y para el portero en este caso, y que bueno, pues que lo estemos sobretando como ha sido hoy, como viene siendo los últimos partidos, dejando muchas más porterías a cero de lo que veníamos haciendo al principio del campeonato, pues hace que bueno, pues sea muy feliz, y que esté cada día más contento, y que bueno, pues sigamos creciendo como equipo también.
Excelente, gracias. Gracias, Coque.
Nada, un placer.
Buen viaje.
Gracias.
Questions?
Yeah, a lot of the highlights have been on the offensive side, but the defense has really kind of showed up the past couple of games as well. What are we seeing kind of from your holding mid all the way back that is a little bit different now?
Yeah, I think the thing is in the sport is that everything works in unison. So you don't just attack separately and defend separately, you do both things at once. So even when we're attacking, we're also defending, because we need to make sure that we're in the right positions to counter press, and it all, as I said, all works in unison. So it's something that we work on every day. But yeah, I mean, it's all coming together now, and it's coming together at a really good time in the season. Our defenders are making sort of plays. They're making last-ditch tackles. We're there for tackling in our box. We're strong in our box, and then on the flip side, we're also good in the opposition's box. So it's all coming together now, I think.
You're putting some balls in that are just outstanding to watch, and you're hitting the ball really well. Is there something that's changed in your game recently, or is you just kind of hitting a groove?
No, I am hitting a groove, but it's just the positions I'm taking up are slightly different. Last year I was a lot deeper. This year, because we're so good offensively and teams are so afraid of us, I think offensively, you know, I'm able to get in different areas. So it's not a case of always I'm in the build-up. Sometimes I'm able to now be a bit more of an offensive player and an attacking player to create chances, and that's something I've tried to adapt this year, and something that I try to work in my game is that it's being in positions where I'm able to affect the game in the crucial moments.
We're down in pretty late in the season here in the regular season. What's the message as a captain to your teammates and just in the locker room during trainings, as far as to inspire them and just keep moving forward? Doesn't seem to be that much of an issue sometimes, but sometimes you got to pick them up. What's the secret sauce?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just about going every single day. It's making sure that you're doing all the little things. So at this time in the year, we've been going now, what, 6-7 months, whatever it is, including pre-season, and this is where teams start to get tired. And they start to miss the details, and that might be little things like making sure you're doing your extra gym work, making sure you're doing your extra training, making sure that you're not doing extra training and you're resting. So it's all these little things that, you know, will add up come the end of the season, and it's just making sure that we're doing all the small details every single day so that we're ready come playoff time.
All right, end of the match here, full time, 1-0. Anthony Siaha and his teammates are unable to make it into the net for the opposition for San Diego Loyal. Another clean sheet for Coque Vega. And so it was a pretty good game. Little cardiac there at the end, a little too close to comfort.
Yeah.
But a good game overall.
Yeah, I think Monterrey Bay kind of had that one look at the end that, you know, maybe in a previous year, we keep saying this, like in a previous year, maybe that goes in.
Yeah.
And this is kind of the heartbreak of soccer, right? Like, there's no rhyme or reason why it went in last year and it doesn't this year. Some of it's defensive positioning, some of it's kind of that 3 at the back instead of 4, so you have an extra defender in the box. But, you know, Monterrey Bay really gave them a game today, and it was, you know, it was really tough for them. You saw them come off the pitch looking really kind of upset, because I think they felt like they could have gotten something out of it. But, you know, this is, you know, what a playoff team does is, you know, you might not have your best game and you're up against a team that's really defending well. You got to find a way to win. And, you know, a handball in the box is what got it done.
Landon, Coque, and Charlie Adams all said that even though they're down at the below on the table, Union is still a tough team. There's a lot of teams at this point that are either tired or they're getting, you know, they're polished up. And this is one of those teams that will give you some trouble. And obviously San Diego Loyal felt that pressure here, but they came through. Now they go away. They play Birmingham. So it should be a tough match in the humidity and the heat in the south.
Yep.
So that's going to be interesting to see how they go ahead and match up against that. Really good team, as you were saying here on this last episode, but hopefully they can keep this form up, and they seem confident.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a really good test for them to see, like, and they're going to take some lessons from it, because, you know, the playoffs are looking more and more likely. We don't want to jinx anything yet. playoffs are looking more and more likely, and you're going to have to take some lessons from these road games because they're going to be tough tests, and the team's really got to pull it together and bring that energy, and maybe they're not going to get it from the fans.
Exactly. So they're going to have to generate their own, like you said, and like Charlie said. So hopefully they do that here this upcoming weekend. Watch party over at the Hangar for officially. If you want to go ahead and check that out. But if any case, thank you for watching. And what's your favorite ice cream?
Half baked.